陈总的他们。
然后再换这样子。有。你一个人来，这个你一个人来。不用再假装。Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Phufap Suppliers Day 2015. We appreciate for all your attending. Today we will be a 4-day meeting. You may check the agenda in meeting manual, page 7 and page 8. Thanks again for your participation. We are pleased and honored to be here. The conference is now beginning. The first session this morning is welcome address by Ms. Kelly Chen, the Managing Director of Taiwan, and Mr. Jesper Blomqvist, the Chief Operating Officer of Phufap Group. Please welcome.
各位亲爱的供应商朋友，大家好！我们非常开心，今天你们在百忙之中可以拨空来参加我们普发集团在台湾的第一次供应商大会。前50大供应商对我们普发集团来说尤其的重要，所以今天你们的光临，跟我们一起分享一些普发的资讯，对我们来说，是非常的开心。那今天我们一整天的活动，我非常希望你们大家可以留下来参加下午的我们跟我们普发人互动的一个活动之外，也留下来跟我们一起享用午餐跟晚餐。那接下来我会把麦克风交给我们的营运长 Jasper 先生，请大家欢迎 Jasper 先生。
First of all, it's great to be here, and second, of course, it's fantastic to see all you here. It's our first supplier day in Taiwan, and actually it's our first supplier day ever for Phufap. So it's a fantastic day for all of us. I would like to spend just a few minutes on the agenda. So this morning we will have a general presentation of Phufap from our CEO. We'll talk a little bit about our supply chain strategy, and then Kelly will present Phufap Taiwan. After that, we'll have a guest speaker talking about the global craftsman's business. Then we'll have lunch. Lunch is always good, and it's 1.5 hours. So we'll be able to move around a bit, socialize, and meet with people, which is always good. After lunch, we have the tough schedule. We'll go into purchasing, corporate social responsibility, and quality. And then we'll move into something that we call Phufap Cafe. And Kelly, would you like to expand on that a little bit?
跟大家介绍一个普发咖啡的活动，就是我知道一般我们台湾人其实会比较害羞。如果我们在台上问说，请问大家有没有任何问题？我想一定是一片鸦雀无声，大家不会有任何的问题。于是我们设计了比较轻松的普发咖啡活动，所以你可以看到在后面左右的两侧有6个圆桌，那我们分别设计了6个不同的主题。所以你对普发有任何的问题，或是你在听过今天我们的简报之后，你有更多的想法想跟我们分享，或是只是想跟我们 say hello， 都很欢迎你到每个不同的 station 去跟我们的普发同仁 say hello。那我们设计了一个小活动，你们刚刚在入场登记的时候都有拿到一个普发咖啡卡，一个小卡。那如果你前往其中任何个站集满5个点，我们会再送你隐藏版的小礼物，是非常可爱的 Mickey 跟 Minnie 的雨伞，还有便当盒。所以我们很希望你们可以留下来参与跟普发人互动的一个活动，不要害羞，一定要留到最后，好吗？请大家支持一下我们的活动，谢谢。好，然后我们现在交给 Jasper 来介绍我们的普发同仁，谢谢。
So now I believe the idea of the Phufap Cafe is crystal clear, and let's move into a quick introduction of all the Phufap people in the room. And of course, we start with some members of management, and let's start in the top. We have Mr. Jörgen Rosengren, our CEO. And we have Mr. Johan Lindqvist, our regional director for Sweden. And our Chinese guy, Mattias Torstensson, the regional director for APAC.
接下来我为大家介绍的是 Jerry Huang， 黄杰林是我们台湾区的屏保经理，大家应该跟他都很熟，但是不要经常见到他比较好，因为你如果经常见到他，代表是客数很多，所以认识他就好，但是不用太常见到他。然后第二个我要介绍的是 Dieter Johansen， 是我们来自于瑞典的资深屏保经理。这边。然后第三个我要介绍的是 Thomas Pearson， 是我们的全球屏保经理。
And also within quality, we have Amy. Where are you hiding? Amy. And Wilson.
再接下来我要介绍的是 Mark Bowman， 他是来自于德国的采购经理，他也also是那个协调中区所有屏保的采购的经理。然后再接下来我要介绍的是 Maria Yederson， 他是我们瑞典目前的采购经理。再接下来一位是 Sophie Lesher， 他是来自于法国。他除了是采购经理之外，目前也掌管南区所有的采购。
Continuing with our purchasing manager in Bufab Finland, Erik Helenius. Our global commodity manager for bolts, screws and nuts. So watch out now, Karina. It's important to you guys. And Patrick Haskus from Bufab Floss, our new company.
接下来我要介绍我们集团里面最红的 Peter Egg， 应该不用我介绍，大家都认识吗？欢迎 Peter Egg。再来我要介绍是我们公司新进的采购 Anna Pan。再来我要介绍 Max，Where are you？ Max 是我们采购也是今天的经理，大家应该也跟他很认识。
And then continue within purchasing logistics, Eddie. Heidi, Eric, and Karen.
接下来我要介绍一位很重要掌管我们财务的财务经理君啊。再来是 Melody， 她管我们的所有的空运还有行政，然后再来是 Mac， 是我们的会计人员，谢谢。
And it seems like our picture disappeared, but here we have Kelly Chen, the MD of Bufab Taiwan, and I've already introduced.
那我要介绍的是 Jasper Bronquist， 他是我们普发集团的营运长，那大家欢迎他。
So, with that introduction, I will hand over the microphone and the stage to Jörgen Rosinger. Welcome.
欢迎我们的执行长。
Okay, good morning, everybody. It's a great pleasure to see so many of our valued supplier partners here today in Kaohsiung. My name is Jörgen Rosenbrand. I'm the CEO of the Bufab Group since 2012, going on close to 4 years now. Bufab, however, is much older, not older than me, but much older than my tenure at Bufab. Bufab was founded in 1977, and since 1977 we've had a long history of good growth. Bufab is a growth company. We started in a very small way in a small town in Sweden called Värnamo, which is still our headquarter. Is this better? Yes. Which is still our headquarter. And this year we have grown to approximately a turnover of $300 million US, so starting to become a relatively big company. In the beginning we were a Swedish company, and we still have our headquarters in a town in Sweden called Värnamo. But today we're represented in 23 countries worldwide, and we have approximately 30 subsidiaries. One important subsidiary is the subsidiary that is hosting today's event, Philfab Taiwan. But we also, like I said, have subsidiaries in 29 other countries than around the world. Mostly Europe, but also in Asia and in America. And in these subsidiaries we employ 850 people. So for a trading company that's quite a large staff. Now, what we do is we trade, and we trade in what we call C parts. I'll explain later what C parts are, but it could be, for instance, fasteners. So many of you are fastener suppliers here today. And we are doing that with something like 120,000 or maybe 140,000 part numbers. We're not quite sure because we never get around to counting them, but many, many, many articles. And we sell these parts to 13,000 customers worldwide. Some very big, some very small. Today, though, we will not focus on our customers, we'll focus on our suppliers. We have many suppliers worldwide, approximately 3,000 suppliers worldwide. But our most important supply country is Taiwan. And that is why we chose to have this supplier event here today with you. Apart from our external suppliers, we also have two subsidiaries in Philfab, which are manufacturing companies, one bar turning operation and one cold forming operation, both in Sweden. And we feel that these internal suppliers, these captive suppliers, complement external suppliers in a good way and helps build our technical competence. So that was just a short introduction to Philfab, the company. Let's talk about our customers for a while. Like I said before, we have 13,000 customers. Some are quite small companies or small customers to us, but many are quite large. We have customers in almost all industrial sectors, our largest segment being engineering. And in engineering, we have many blue chip customers such as ABB, or Alfa Laval, or Schneider Electric. And some of these customers we serve in 30 or 40 or even 50 countries around the world. But we also have other segments where we're active. We're active in automotive with customers such as Volvo and Scania. In telecom with customers such as Ericsson, for instance, or Flextronics. We're also active in furniture, to take another example, where most people know IKEA, the furniture retailer, which is also a customer to Philfab. And in total, we're very well represented across the various industrial segments that you can see. Now, I talked about C parts before. Often we say fasteners or nuts and screws and bolts, but in Philfab we talk a lot about C parts. And let me explain why. Our customers mostly are manufacturing companies with assembly factories. And if we take, for instance, a company assembling washing machines, in a washing machine there will be some parts that are very strategic, expensive, and critical to the washing machine manufacturer, like the motor. These parts we call A parts and B parts, and we don't focus on them. Our focus is the many, many C parts that there will be in a washing machine. And they can be screws, or nuts, or washers, or bolts. But they can also be many other things, like springs, or plastic distances, or hose clamps, or adjustment feet, or whatever. All the things that you see on this. And C parts are a very big challenge for our customers to manage. Firstly, the C parts are below the radar. They are never quite important enough for our customers to really focus on, and therefore they are hard to manage well for them. And that's one reason that Philfab focuses on them. The second reason is that the C parts are very expensive to handle for our customers. It's if you manufacture washing machines, you have to go out and manage all these different parts, all these different suppliers. That is quite expensive for them to handle. And that's the second reason we focus on that. And finally, C-parts are very, very expensive when they fail. Imagine you have a factory making washing machines, and at the end of the day you are missing one little screw. Then you cannot ship, you cannot send the washing machine to your customer. This has been Bufab's niche for many years, and in this niche, supplying C-parts to our customers, we're a world leader and certainly the European leader in this segment. What we do then is we source 120, 30 or 40,000 parts from our suppliers, which are located worldwide. We have many suppliers in Europe and in the US, but also many suppliers in Asia, and specifically very important suppliers in Taiwan. From these suppliers, we then source all these parts and we provide them to our customer with one delivery and one invoice and one contact person, which makes it very easy for the customer to deal with. And thereby our customers get lower total cost, they get secure quality, they get very reliable delivery, they can reduce the complexity of their own business and save time and focus on their own core business. And this is where you come in, because to be a good supplier to Bufab, you need to have all these things in place: good quality, good delivery, reasonable cost, and so on. And if we do that together, we can ensure that our customers are satisfied and that we deliver good customer productivity to them. As one example of how we work with the customer, take this company here. This is a global engineering company, a very good brand name, present in many countries around the world. And Bufab started with this company many years ago. And in the first year, we only supplied them in 3 countries and only had $1 million in sales to them. But over the years, gradually, we've been growing with this company. And today, we supply this one customer in 18 countries and have sales to them of over $50 million. When we started, we only supplied them with commodity standard fasteners, but now we supply them with every kind of C-part to their operations worldwide. And this is, of course, a success story, but we have many such customers where we're either in the beginning or at the end of a long growth cycle. Bufab's strategy has 5 elements. And the first and most important one is that we always place quality and customers first. That is because for our customers, what they trust us to do is to always deliver on time with the right quality, of course with the right cost. And if there is a problem, we are supposed to solve it very quickly, because if we do not deliver, then our customers' factories stand still. So we always put quality and customer first. Then we have 3 more elements of our strategy, and the first and most important one is growth. Bufab has had good growth for 35 years, and we intend to have good growth for the next 35 years as well. And most of what we do in Bufab is focused on every day finding new business with our customers, new way to help our customers deliver productivity, growth. The second part of our strategy is efficiency. Our customers are, for instance, global automotive companies like Volvo. And our customers expect from us productivity in their daily operations. And that means that we need to become a more efficient company every year. And that also means that our suppliers need to become more efficient every year. That is easier to do than for some other companies because we have growth. If you grow, you can become more efficient. And if you become more efficient, you can also grow. That is why we have drawn this picture this way. The third element in the middle of our strategy are acquisitions. Bufab has made approximately 35 acquisitions in approximately 35 years. So about 1 every year. And also this year we made 1 acquisition, a company called Floss in the Netherlands, in Holland. We intend to continue to make acquisitions because the fastener industry and the C-parts industry is consolidating. And we will be a leader in that consolidation also going forward. And finally, at the bottom, we have something we call Bufab best practice, and that is what binds Bufab together. We want to be the same company in all our 23 countries where we're active. We want to have the same processes, the same procedures, and that also means that you, the suppliers, need to follow the same procedures every time that you deal with Bufab, no matter which Bufab company you deal with. That's our strategy. And then finally, to wrap it up, let me say something about what we expect from you as suppliers. We believe in supplier partnerships. Some of you are new suppliers to Bufab, but some of you have been suppliers for many years. And that is what we prefer. We want to have long-term relationship with our suppliers. But any long-term relationship is a give and take relationship, right? You need to give and you need to take. And for something to work out, it needs to work for both parties. Give and take. What we expect from you is number one, what? Number one. Huh? Quality. Extra points. Quality is number one. If you do not deliver quality, then you cannot be a Bufab supplier. Why? Because our customers expect us to deliver quality. Our customers are not in Taiwan usually. They're somewhere else, in Sweden, or in the US, or in Japan, or someplace. Somewhere else, Brazil. If a screw gets to Brazil, to a washing machine manufacturing plant in Brazil, and the screw is bad, then we have a big problem. Okay. Number one, quality. Number two, we expect from our suppliers efficiency. Efficiency means to work together with Bufab to make the whole end-to-end cost for everybody involved low. So low cost. It means good conditions. It means that we can work together to get good inventory throughout the value chain, so we don't have useless inventory, and so on. Efficiency, right? We also expect good delivery. That has to do with quality. If we do not deliver on time, the factory is also standing still. Okay? And finally, we expect that you want to work with Bufab as a partner. Right? We want you to want to work with us. We want you to see Bufab as a key business partner. Okay? If you give us all of that, then we have to give something also. And we can give you two things. We can give you, number one, a long-term business partner. A long-term, very good business partner. A long-term business partner who is a world leader in that field, Bufab. And number two, we can give you growth. Bufab this year will grow approximately 10% this year, give or take. How many people in here will grow 10% this year? How many will grow 10%? Is there some supplier in here, some company that will grow 10%? Somebody, surely. That man maybe. Second time. Points for man, 10%. Fantastic. We aim to grow approximately 10% every year. We will grow organically, and we will grow by acquisitions. And if we can have a long-term business partnership, then we can also share in that growth. Okay? So we expect quality, efficiency, good deliveries, and we expect partnership, right? But we can give you a long-term business partnership, and we can give you growth. That's it. Simple. Thank you so much for your time.
The next session is Supply Chain Strategy, addressed by Mr. Jesper Blomqvist. Please welcome.
Thank you. So this, of course, will be only about price. Half an hour.